What's up, everybody? This is Jack Slayton, Team Insanity, bitches! What's up, everybody? This is Jack Slayton from Team Insanity. I'm here doing the Axe Pro review. I'm doing the review because I'm not behind the camera a whole lot doing reviews and stuff, but I'm the only one on Team Insanity who owns an Axe Pro. So I'm the only one who can do the review since I'm the only one who shot it. So I'm gonna unbox it. I'm gonna go through all the stuff for the Axe Pro. I don't know like the technical term for it. Like I said, I'm an idiot. So first things first, we're gonna take this thing off. It does come in a cardboard box, and as you can see, this thing's taking quite a beating. It's totally dented. It's got really dirty, so that's kind of a bummer about the thing. I definitely suggest getting a different case for it if you plan on getting it. So here's the Axe Pro. Comes in a nice foam fitting though, and that's kind of nice. I do have a custom paint job on this thing, so you can ignore that though. We're not sponsored by Virtue. So some things about the Axe Pro that are different. Yes, I have an Axe with me right here. One of the main differences is that the Axe Pro is an OLED board, which is on the back of the foregrip here. It's kind of like the Vanquish, I think, and like design, I guess you would call it. Because I know a few people. I know Jake had a Vanquish for a while, and I saw him use it a few times. And the board's kind of similar. It's really easy to program and stuff, but it didn't come with a manual, so I did have to look up a manual online and figure out how to do it myself. But once I figured it out, it was pretty easy after that. Another difference is the foregrip itself. So what a lot of people didn't like about the Axe Pro is, from what I heard anyway, is that the foregrip is a lot thicker, like width-wise, compared to the regular Axe. The regular Axe is like really thin. And I don't know why. Some people said they didn't like how thick the foregrip was. I don't mind it. It's funny because after shooting the Axe Pro now, the skinny foregrip feels weird. But you know, like I said, some people just don't like it. I don't have a problem with it. The body it's much more stretched out than in the regular Axe. Like the trigger frame is pushed back. There's a bigger space in between the trigger frame and the foregrip. I like it. I like how it feels in my hand. I like it when it shoots. It does have an on-off ASA, which is awesome, just like the regular Axe. I did notice though, now I don't know if this is just my gun in particular, but when I screw a tank in, the pressure is a little bit above 200. I don't have a problem with it because it's not like super above 200, or yeah, it's 200 psi. I know Travis is one of the guys that is at the field that plays Team Insanity every once in a while. He said that I should turn it down. I was like, it works. I'm not gonna worry about it. So that's just another thing. Again, it might just be my gun in particular. I like how this thing shoots a lot. It's smooth. There's not a lot of kick to it. It's pretty accurate most of the time. A lot of times the accuracy depends on the paint, which, you know, that's it could be any gun. Jake just hurt himself in the background over there, and Alyssa's dying over there. Anyway, yeah, like I said, how it shoots kind of depends on the paint on any given day, but more often than not, it shoots really well. I think I had trouble a little while ago with broken paint, but again, I think it was just the paint, and after it broke once, a lot of paint started breaking, so I had to clean everything out. Clean out the bolt and everything, which I'll show you guys how to take the bolt off and everything, and how I clean it anyway. I'm kind of bad about taking care of my stuff, so I might be a little less in depth than it should be. So here's the barrel, two-piece barrel. This is a 688. You can get different inserts for the barrel. I just have the 688 because that's all I need. I can't tell you how long the barrel is exactly. I'm gonna guess and say it's a 14-inch barrel. Would I be correct? Okay, it's a 14-inch barrel. I haven't had any reason to like change out barrels or anything like that. So I think one of the main problems that I have with this gun though is that, for whatever reason, again, it could just be my gun, is that the ASA gets loose every once in a while, and I have to go back in and screw it in. I can show you guys how to do that too, if that is also a problem that you are having. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and go through the maintenance of the Axe Pro. Like I said during the review, make sure this gauge, when air is hooked up and the ASA is on and all that it's at 200 psi. Mine's kind of the exception. Mine's like a little bit above, but I mean, I'm not too worried about it, so I keep it where it is. I don't want to mess with it, but if yours is like, if the needle's way above 200, you're going to want to change that. The way to change that is this screw right here, so just heads up to anybody who has that problem.
So take the bolt off. Push the button right here. Pull the thing out. I have problems with it because I suck. There's the bolt right there. I use just the grease that comes with the axe itself. I don't use like fancy grease like.
Tactical guns say I have thicker greases for axes.
Anyway, I don't use that. I just use the stock grease. It does well. When I clean this out, I go ahead and lube up this O-ring here, this O-ring, that O-ring. Sometimes I take this off. If I like break paint, I'll take the bolt off, and I'll clean these O-rings too. But that's really only if I break paint and it's like super gummed up. I also usually use like a glasses cleaner, like a glasses cleaning cloth, to wipe everything off first, and then I'll lube it up. I don't have one of those with me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use a nasty paper towel. So I'd go ahead and, this is if I broke paint. I don't do this all the time, but for this gun, I don't have to like clean it very often. It's really only if I break paint or if it has been a while that I clean it off. So it's not a huge deal if you leave it sitting for a while, but if you're one of those people that just loves to have a clean gun, make sure it's clean all the time, then you could do this. But this one actually is not too bad. It's not too messy, so I'm actually not gonna wipe anything off right now. Gonna spread that around the O-rings. Yeah, you probably get those. There's this other one. And like I said, if you really break, or not, if you break paint pretty bad, definitely take the bolt and the spring off and clean the inside of the thing. I don't know the technical names for all the internals of the gun, so I'm just going to call the whole thing a bolt and then the rest of it a thing. So that's really it. I mean, there's not a whole lot to maintaining this thing. Go ahead and slide that back in there. You're all set. That is how you clean the bolt of the axe. I can show you guys real quick how to get to the programming stuff too, because I know since it comes with no manual, it's kind of a pain. Alright, now this might be a little hard because I'm doing this at an angle, but I'm gonna try my best. So to get the menu, you go like you would turn the gun off, you hold down the button there, and it's like a little joystick. So you can go down for the configuration is how you get your firing modes, your rate of fire, your dwell I think is in configuration. You just hit that and then cycle through. Yep, fire mode's right there. Rate of fire cap, rate of fire with eyes on, eyes off. Dwell is right there. So it's all that kind of like stuff that you would do for shooting the gun and how it shoots. Blah 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 blah. To get out of it, you just pull the trigger. If you didn't mess with anything. Get back to the menu. You can go. I think system is like stuff that your OLED actually says. Like I have right now like a game timer on, and I don't use it. It's just what's there. You can have shots fired or a shot counter. You can have an alarm apparently. I didn't know that. That's not so much like what the gun does when it shoots. It's just more like extra stuff I think. And then I think those are the only two things in the menu. I think the last thing is just the off. Or exit. Well, exit is just get back to start firing. So that's really how you program the gun. I mean, like I said, it didn't come with a manual, so I didn't know exactly how to get to the menu and everything. But once I figured it out, it was pretty simple to just kind of memorize it. So I didn't have to look at the menu the manual every single time. So I think that's basically it.
Alright, so all in all, I'd say this is, it's basically, it's like the original axe. The only difference is really how it feels when you're shooting it. It's more stretched out. It's just a different feel in your hands. If you're like a bigger guy and you like being stretched out when you're playing paintball, this is definitely going to go with. It's almost kind of like a step if like the regular axe is like the in-between between the Axe Pro and the Mini kind of thing. This is definitely a good gun to shoot. I haven't had that many problems with it, like I said. I play with it in the winter. I play it in December for my birthday every year. I've used this, and it works great, so I haven't had any problems with it. Like I said, I'm not like the expert on guns. I'm not a gun whore like Jake is, or even like Jacob. I think Nick has like still 3 guns, which is more than I have. And but this is the only gun I really need. It's works for me, you know, and that's all that really matters for me anyway. So. Yeah, that's for my first review. I think I did a half decent job. What do you guys think?
Congrats. Woo! You suck. You have lots of work to do.
I know.
Review over.
Review over.